and good evening, Gotham. I'm Dole. It's just me again tonight. That's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna keep it chill. Didn't really know what to talk about. There hasn't been a lot in the news. Do want to give everyone though a quick reminder. Don't forget that this Saturday is Batman Day at your local comic shops, and sometimes I think some of the theaters as well are going to be playing The Dark Knight. So please be sure to go support your local theater, go support your local comic shops. There's going to be exclusives and all sorts of stuff happening. And I think even the Todd father, Todd McFarlane himself, is going to be unveiling some stuff this week for Batman Day. So just keep that in mind for whatever plans that you have this weekend. Make some time to go hit your local comic book store. So with that said, I'm going to quickly say hello to the chat. And then I'm going to let you guys kind of know what I'm up to with my comic collection at the moment. And then we're going to do a quick little watch along. We're going to watch some Batman 43. We'll watch the first episode of those 1943 serials. They're about a half an hour or so. And we'll just talk through them and whatever. My biggest concern is that they might be a little unpolitically correct. I think that's the best way to put it. But yeah, let me say hello to everybody. Derek Hoover, hit that like, and also Derek Hoover with his new podcast, yesterday's podcast. Please go check it out and do it twice if you have the means. Flash 739 is here. Batboy versus Toy Geekosaurus. Kayla Silva, she's ready to party. Wow. I don't know if I brought my party stuff. That's all good. Andrew's Gady's Toys is here. Everyone be sure to go check out Andrew's Gady's Toys on Instagram. That's one of the most fun Instagrams you will watch. Attack Peter is here. Hope everyone watched Attack Peter before me. He made Scream prints today. And they talked about those aliens found in Mexico, which, by the way, Peter, I'm going to say straight up, I also do not believe that those aliens that they found in Mexico are real. I will not believe that these aliens, these little gray dudes, I'm not going to believe that they are real until one of them shows up here and high fives me, or is going to be one of my co-hosts on Toy Anxiety Bootleg. So until one of those aliens is one of my guest hosts, ain't going to happen. I'm not going to believe it. Not till I see it. I got to see it. None of this paper mache bullshit. Thanos Copter is here. Gotham Stalker. Yes, we are going to be watching Batman 43 tonight. Chad Stewart. Shiny Plastic People. When? Tonight. Yes, sir. Brian Carr is here. Nolan, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. My boy Zach, winner from a couple weeks ago. I finally found a box for your Harley Quinn statue, so that's getting sent out this week. I will be sure to send you a tracking number for that. Hank Bush 4, part 4, and hello from North Texas, and hello from north of the border, Canada. Happy that you're here and happy that you came back. Team Molly, 86, J-Rod, Cougar McGillicuddy, Dorlaxian, Brandon 3G, Derek Dalzell? Derek Dalzell? If I pronounced that right, I hope I did. That's a hard name to read quickly, but it sounds awesome. I really, really dig it. All right. Let's get into some comic collecting stuff. So after I was done Spider-Verse, I had time off and I started doing like full on purging. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when you all start, oh, nice. Thank you, Derek. I started doing, I got tired of it. I got tired of the clutter that happened during Spider-Verse. You have no room. You're not buying a bigger place. However, you keep getting stuff because now you're doing a toy show on toys and you're like, well, you only have a certain amount of space, hence space danger. We all reach it as collectors at some point, one way or another. That's how these shelves came to be, because I was like, well, I'm buying stuff, but I'm not displaying stuff, and stuff needs to happen. things need to change. And so one of the first things I did is I purged a bunch of toys that I wasn't either displaying or I've had in a box for over a year, stuff that I even forgot and didn't have. So therefore I didn't even miss. So I made sure I got rid of a bunch of that stuff. Uh, some DVDs and Blu-rays that I just like I'm not putting these back in the PlayStation anytime soon. And and comics. I actually, for the first time ever, uh, I was purging comics because I had so many long boxes of comics. I had comics that I've bought once, read once, have never taken it back out of the box because it was either like, wasn't for me, or again, it just didn't like hit me. And there was always the same. Even if they're newer comics, great example, World's Finest, the latest World's Finest trade. I've read it now like twice. It's awesome. It's so good. So I'll be keeping that. But then I was like, there's so many. And why? And then I went, I think right even before like 2020 hit, I was always like, I was a Wednesday warrior and I would just start buying stuff because I was like, oh, variant cover. Holy shit. So I would just start buying floppies like crazy. So I had to go through that collection too and be like, okay, it's got to go. If I'm buying this just for the cover, then I'm buying the trade. And then in the trade, they have the cover gallery. So you're getting the cover anyways. It's time for it to go. So I got rid of like, what was it? Not over 9 boxes of comics over the summer. And today I started, that's just floppies. And then not today, but this week, but I did a little bit of it today. And now I'm starting to go through all of my trades. Like there are trades I've had that I've also have just read once, and it's just there. It's time to go. It's time to make more room. I have a Jabba's Palace coming. I think another thing that really kind of got me into gear, like just that anxiety of no space, is the fact I keep buying these damn HasLabs and they're big. There's nothing small about them. So that's a problem. But I love them. They're so cool, but I need to make space for it. So thank you for listening to my rant. I had to rant about it. Just curious if anyone else goes through the same problems I do, the same problems being me. Because I am creating my own mess and living in my own disaster. That's kind of the best way to do it. Right? I got no one to blame. No wife. Can't blame the wife. Can't blame the kids. None of that. Right? That helicopter looks like an ET sculpted in jerky. Dude, it looked so bad. I think it was Attack Peter on his show. He was saying how they look like clay, like a clay person that an elementary school kid would make. Like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, right? Derek Hoover. Yes, the pissed purge. Yes. I think we've all been there. Moments of why the fuck do I have this? Yeah, dude, it happens. Mine was long overdue. I'm even thinking about I've got a bunch of those anniversary Joes too. Like now it's like I did Purge 1 and Purge 2 is on the way. Because I know I'm going to be I have a bunch of Motu Origin still in the package. And I was like, I just need the characters that I had growing up and or the ones that I really like that I never had, like Clawful. Clawful makes that list. Right. But I just need hate to sound like I'm echoing Dan Larson, but really end of the day, it comes down to, I need Buzz Off. I need Clawful. I get those 2 figures. I'm good for the rest of my life. Andrews gave these toys. I ditched all my Blu-ray boxes and put them in leader binders. Fancy and less room. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Oh, Stephen Lawrence, thank you for being here. Monsters from Beyond is here as well. Ian, thank you for joining us. Let's see here. Yeah, last comic you bought was ISM. What? I don't know what that is. Is that an acronym? Am I missing something? Again, I miss out so much of stuff. Derek, I'm about to purge my video game collection. A couple thousand need to go. Right? Like it's fun for a while to say that you have all this, and then it just gets to a point where you're just like, nope, can't do it. Hang on. You know what this is missing? Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. Yeah. That's good stuff. All right. Thanos Copter. I have a closet full of comics, another closet full of magic cards, and I need to organize, price, and sell them at some point. I'm going to tell you this right now, Thanos Copter. With the magic cards especially, start now. Just do it. The cards are going to be way more tedious, especially if you're trying to price everything out. Dude, it takes so much time. I think that's why with my comics, the way I sorted them is like I legit went through and I did the whole Mary Kondo experience. I lifted it up, flipped through it. Do I feel anything? No. It's gone. That was it. And I didn't care if it was valuable or not. Some I did care about, right? Like, but again, I feel something about them too. So I guess that helps. Right. But but yeah, if you're doing your magic cards, like I know the comic shop in Saskatoon, Amazing Stories, they hired like a team to go in and just deal with pricing out magic cards. Like it is bonkers. So just a heads up. That's just my advice. Don't wait. Start now. Get it done. Get her done. Gotham Stalker. Collecting comics and toys puts you on a fast track to running out of space. It sure does. Was never this bad before toy anxiety, and then toy anxiety happened. That's when you start getting the FOMO, because you see the stuff that Craig gets, you see the stuff Jake gets, you see the stuff Abby gets, you see the stuff Geek Dad Jay gets, you see the stuff that everyone's getting, and you're just like, well, that's cool. I want that too. And then all hell breaks loose, right? And here we are. But who am I kidding? Before we even started toy anxiety, I was already like, knee deep in collecting Batman and Star Wars and Marvel Legends anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Speaking of Marvel Legends, be sure to tune into Toy Anxiety in a week. I got a big one. Got a big haul. Derek Hoover. Yeah. What's his Instagram handle for Andrew's Gady's Toys? Well, it's Gady's Toys. You should be able to just find it. Hang on. All else fails. If he has not, hang on. Let me just double check to make sure Andrew has not replied to that. I am going to find it for you. Give me 1 second. We are all in this together. I love saying that. It really makes people mad. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, Gary. Okay. Do you ever get distracted when you hit your explore handle on your Instagram and you're just like, oh, who is that? There you go. Gady's Toys. Look at this. 121 followers. Let's get Andrew to 1,000 followers. I know there's not even 1,000 people watching, but come on. Lots of fun stuff on here, folks. It is good stuff. It's memes, it's cool photos, it's collections. Man, remember these? The Archie Bendums, and they'd have them advertised in Archie comics, and you could order them and all that kind of stuff. Man, look at that playset, right? That's what the ghost looks like to people who don't collect Star Wars. Right? So cool. So be sure to follow Andrew. It's super cool. It's such a great one. I love this name. The Matbox Ghost. Love it. Going to catch this episode later tonight. Yes, catch you on the replay crew. Just wanted to stop in and say I can't wait to watch this one and long-lived Dole. Thank you. And thank you for watching. I appreciate the thank you, and I thank you back for watching. I love the name, the Matbox Ghost, because that's my favorite ride at Disney. Haunted Mansion. That's my number one. It's my number one. Absolutely. Toy art. Gonna go through Major Space Danger right now, and I need to liquidate books and toys now. Oh, dude. It's the worst. It's the worst. Thanoscopter. My buddy has a card shop down in South. I may try to offload them to him. Good call. Good idea. Monsters from Beyond. Hit major space issues now. Sick with COVID and slowly going through stuff I can just get rid of since I'm locked away in my toy room. I have comics and art books I need to get rid of. Dude, like you, Ian, because we work in very similar industries. We're not this. It's weird. We work in the same industry, but not in the same departments within the same industry. So our work crosses each other's paths, but we have never worked directly with each other. But because of that, and because of our jobs, I think you and I both, like our people, we get addicted to art books. 100%. I just pre-ordered The Art of She-Hulk because I love that show. Don't care who knows. Andrew's Gady's Toys. I listed all my vintage Joes and Golden Girl on eBay, and I swear it took a day to do it. Yeah, dude, it's tedious. It's not just space danger with your toys. It's also time danger, right? Nobody talks about the time danger it takes to go through and sort and clean and dust and restructure and reshelve. Time danger is a real thing. Brian Carr. I need to find a place to sell off lots of boxes of comics. Yeah, you got to find one of those like dingy old comic stores that have that basement full of back issues. That's what you need to find. Chad Stewart, I purged my entire comic collection as I feel horrible about it. And you feel horrible about it? Did you not sort your comics, or now you just you feel weird because now you just have less comics? I'm curious. Randall, I live in organized chaos with all my trades and action figures and vehicles are all over the place. I have a bunch of Star Wars Mandalorian to get rid of, and a mint in box, not mint with box, mint in box Razor Crest to sell. The Razor Crest, you'll probably get some really good. The Mando stuff, you probably will too. I mean, depending on what characters you got. I mean, if that's the one thing about a lot of Star Wars, it stays at a pretty. It rarely goes down in value. I guess it really depends on who the character is. Derek Hoover, Dole. I'm not going to tell you to not hit me up if you purge some Origins. Like, okay. Derek, just shoot me a message on Discord and let me know which ones you're looking for. We'll figure something out. Monsters from Beyond. I should purge some games too. Oh, it's time. Dude, I got buddies that collect video games and or not video games, but just like gamings, like the tabletop games, the board games. Holy moly. Like they're just as bad as the rest of us, honestly. Derpy Entertainment is here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out. Nolan, it's a comic by Eric July that he funded on his own. I am going to... Give me a moment, folks. I am going to write this down. Give me a moment. And I am going to look that up after the show. Sweet. I appreciate the recommendation. Red Menace is here. Thank you. I purge my toy pre-orders every 10 days. Once the excitement wears off, it's easy. I've done the same thing. Monsters from Beyond. We had a garage sale a few months back, and I sold a huge lot of TMNT and a Castle Grayskull vintage for a real good deal. The guy buying it looked like like the cat who caught the canary. Win-win. That's great. I love that when that happens, and when you're able to give back too, like, it's awesome. I love that. On Ryu 83, I inherited wrestling figures from my son. He didn't want them. About to purge them. So you got them from your son, and your son's passed them on to you, and now you're done. I don't mind that. I gotta dig how that works, right? Yeah, see that? You said it. Need that sweet, soothing music. Sweet soothing. Thanos Copter, I only keep getting my X-Men comics. I've been doing the same. Speaking of X-Men comics, everyone should go check out the YouTube channel and podcast called Recently on X-Men, where they break down all the comics. They go through and right now they're in the 80s era of X-Men, the Chris Claremont stuff. So be sure to check out that page, Recently on X-Men. That is what it's called. So if you're an X-Men fan, that's how you do it. It's so good. Monsters from Beyond. To be fair, Mr. Dole, you did coin "You Need This." We should probably all blame you. Hey, well, listen. At the time, you did need it. Was I wrong? No. Randall, you almost need the sad comment music for all this stuff that I need to dump. WWE Legends, Von Erichs, Bret Hart's, Anvil, and Natty, Cactus Jack, Matty Collector, Arn and Tully, and DCU Classics. Ooh. If you've got a Green Arrow DCU Classics, let me know. Stephen Lawrence, the Great Funko Pop Purge of 2023 is what I'm in the middle of. Wow. See, Stephen Lawrence, yeah. I have a cousin too. I found out she is like got a garage full of pops. I guess it runs somewhat in the family, right? Ay. All right. What else we got here? Andrew's Gatie's Toys. Look for those filthy Care Bears commentary. Oh, dude. I was just thinking about someone. Who was it that just posted it? Was it Action Figure Checklist? They had all the figures, the old 80s figures of the Care Bears, and I was like, and it just struck me again, like, man, I really need to start a Care Bears collection. I've been saying that for like a year, and I still have yet to just do it. It's scary. It's scary because I'm already purging shit to make room. Derek Hoover, dude, one, my 4-year-old just said, "Daddy, you need this." While at the store. See, you're welcome. You're welcome. Number two, at the start, as the show started, my wife said, "Thanks a lot for "You Need This," Dole." Hey, I'm happy to contribute. And you know, maybe I can get kids shirts that say, "Dad, you need this." It'll be perfect for Father's Day. It'll be great in June. Right? Let's see. What else we got? Everyone's talking about their Instagram. All right. Hang on. Let's see here. Randall, I have the Mattel Elite Legion of Doom mint in box. Ooh. DCU Classics Golden Age Robin and the Perez Robin from Mattel. Very nice. Head is hurting for looking for all this stuff. Have all these making of movie books. Dude, the making of movie books are the best books, though. They are the best books, right? Toy Art, there's so much Trek, but I love Lower Decks as the best modern show. You know what's great about there is so much Trek, there's so much Star Wars. And I will say this, since Ahsoka started and all the wonderful Star Trek stuff we're getting, being a nerd has just being a one is science fiction, one is science fantasy, but if you love your adventures in space, you're eating well. Monsters from Beyond. Yes, sir. Working 100% working in this industry. Art books are such an inspiration. It's true. Hope you like the She-Hulk book. The Multiverse of Madness book just came out. You need that. It's funny. I was looking at that one just like on the weekend, on Sunday. And because I was like doing the "do I need that" in my head of the Multiverse of Madness Scarlet Witch figure. Scarlet Witch is probably one of I'd probably put her she's definitely in my top 10, but she might even be in my top 5 characters in Marvel. She's great. I love Scarlet Witch. So that's why I was like, oh, do I get this? All right. And then I almost picked up the WandaVision book as well, because for the same reasons. I actually okay. Not quite the same reasons. I started rewatching WandaVision just recently, And it's weird because you still get this weird, like, it's new, it's modern, but I got this weird sense of nostalgia watching it because it reminded me of how much fun Marvel used to be, for one. That the show was completely different than anything else. It took chances, but it was still followed the same Marvel formula of them. You know, the final battle is just her fighting an evil version of herself. So Wanda and Vision were both fighting just versions of themselves with the same powers and blah, 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 blah. But it did remind me of like how much of a cooler talk show that was, because everyone had their theories and they're like, everyone else is trying to solve the mystery along with Agent Woo. And I was just like, this is such a fun show. It is fun. I wish we got more Marvel Legends based off of WandaVision. So if they did like a box set of all of their looks, like if I could get Vision in a cardigan, yes, please. Yes, please. Right. Let's keep going here. Oh, I like this. All you guys are talking. Randall, feels like I'm collecting cardboard boxes as well as when they stack up. That was another big reason why I got rid of comics, because I was like, it was a pain in the butt to try to find the one you were looking for, only to realize you had the trade on the shelf. It was just and then you just got boxes everywhere, and you're just like, what is happening? What is this? So needless to say, my place is kind of, I got one section of my place that's a disaster right now, because that's where I'm like putting the purge pile. Kayla Silva, we might have to start condensing our shows to like 10 episodes at a time to speed things up. Don't. Just do them. Take your time. Take your time. Toyard, I also, I was going to say, I'm going to assume this is enjoy. I also enjoy Jay and Miles explain the X-Men. I've been so wanting to get into that, and I haven't had a chance to start that show. I don't know if you know this. I have a lot of friends that do a lot of their own streaming, and they do a lot of their own shows. So I try to watch my friends' shows and listen to their podcasts before starting new ones, because I just don't have enough time in the day, and it sucks. Andrew's Getting His Toys recently on X-Men in a Cyclops Wiener voice. Hey, Cyclops Wiener voice is awesome. Chad Stewart, I had the entire collection of the Web Spectacular Sensational Ultimate McFarlane Spider-Man Uncanny X-Men number 143 to the end. Holy moly. Yeah, but how good is Uncanny X-Men? Like that era, right? Okay, anyways, yes. All of the 90s, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Star Wars, with about 32 graded, all sold. That's amazing. What a collection. I love that. Derek Hoover, yes, you need the shirts for kids. I do need this. Henry needs this. Yes. Let's make it happen. Team Ollie 86, along with making of movie books, the Spectrum art books are amazing. Good call. Randall, I have a bunch of WWF Hasbro figures. Only a couple don't work, including Dusty Rhodes. Dusty is not for sale. Just make that clear, folks. Dusty's not for sale. He is a working man. I do have some valuable vintage Slave Leias unpunched. We need to get a hold of John to buy them. Ooh. Which Leias do you got? Which Leias you got? I gotta know. Dude's gotta know. I like them Slave Girl Leias. All right. Andrew's Gady's Toys. We talked about season 2 forever. I love that though. Right? I love it. All right. Let's see here. Derek Hoover. One of my greatest regrets was selling off my 2000X Motu, vintage superpowers, Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and a complete run of Flash Volume 2. Been rebuilding superpowers slowly. Oh, dude, superpowers, those would never leave my soul. X-Men are the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I got rid of all mine. I think I got rid of all of mine except for Scarlet Witch. Isn't that funny? I kept that Scarlet Witch because you couldn't get it in North America. I had a friend send one over to me from Europe. That's the only way you could get her. It was awesome. Derek Hoover. I don't know if this 100% counts as an art book, but the Venture Brothers book from Ken Plume, it counts. I'm going to say it counts. Randall, I do have the making of the Batman movie books. Same here. Justice League, Aquaman, Indiana Jones, Star Wars movies, Superman the movie, Green Lantern, Super Friends series, DC history books, the Superman and Batman files, and DuckTales. That's a very impressive list. I have all the art of Star Wars books. Every one of them. Those prequels ones are hard to find now. And if there's one, oh wait, there is one that I'm missing. It's the art of the Clone Wars movie, because I sat on it. Because when it first came out, there were so many of them. And then I went in one day to be like, okay, I'm going to grab it today. And then it was gone. I effed up. Derek Hoover, Dole become a FedEx driver. You get to listen to everyone's shows while you work. Easy peasy. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Right? Yeah. Toy Art. My prize comic is Uncanny X-Men number 14, signed by Lee and Kirby. Jeez, dude. What are you sitting on? And Oz is here too. It's fine. You can be late. Dude, you can show up whenever you want. This is all a big old chill zone. You know what? It's time. How are you guys down? You guys down for watching some Batman 1943? It's made in 1943. I'm concerned that this might be racist or get racist or is racist. Because it's made in 1943 and everything kind of was at the time. Probably should have watched through this before deciding this is what we're going to watch. But you know what? I don't care. We're just going to do this. Let's see here. Boom. There we go. All right. We're going to put it right there. And hang on. Let me make sure that... Pardon me. Just going to... Everyone gets a nice little crotch shot. I don't think we need sound, do we? I don't even know if anyone can hear that. There we go. We all know the logo. It's an old logo, the classic logo. 49 Batman and Robin is way worse, according to Gotham Stalker. That is good to know. Maybe I'll avoid that. Right? Hang on. Thanos Copter. Nice. I have an issue of 10 signed by Lee. I got some stuff signed by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. And Mark Silvestri. Mark Silvestri is like one of the nicest people I've ever met. There we go. Here we are hanging out at Wayne Manor. I like how dark this is. Also, I love this bat cave. I love the off-center bat symbol, and I love that it's a little crooked. I love that he's just sitting there at his desk. I think this is how I need to start showing up to work. Like, I think I have to be at the office next week for a couple days. Maybe I'll just wear my Batman costume and just sit there like that. Just nice and poised. Wow. They represent American youth who love their country. Clearly, this is the 40s. This is awesome. Wait, did they come out of the safe? It's the Bat's cave, not the Bat Cave. Just to be clear. Right? Throw on a cowl and head to the office. That's what I'm thinking. Hang on. How cool is that car? It's just like has hang on, there has to be toy art, Monsters from Beyond, right? I know all of you guys, Gotham Stalker, all of you. All of you here. Randall would know, Thanos Copter might know. Uh has there ever been a Dick Tracy and Batman team up? Somebody please let me know. Dude, yeah. If you can wear a bat suit at the office, Oz, you should be doing one all the time. Look at that. Well, at least we know the when they're left with a bat mark on their forehead, at least we know where Zack Snyder got it from. The mark of the bat. Those men are as good as dead in jail. Oh wow. They were like ready to have them join the forces. Look at that hair. For those of you who don't know, I like big hair. Is this the best Bruce and Dick we've ever gotten? He's a very well-dressed man. I like the matching suit and ties that they wear too. This is very, very, very cool. Oh, Quip is here. Hey, Quip, thanks for coming out and hanging out. We're watching some old Batman. Okay, how old do you think this Robin is? Because he looks like he's 12, but he sounds 30. Or maybe maybe everyone just sounded 30 back then. Right? There have been a few Dick Tracy Batman team ups. Why don't I remember any? Right? I feel like I've seen it too, but I can't remember if it was fan art. Right? Toy art, not that I know of. I think the closest they came were the movies released in 89 and 90. Right? I could be just blending things in my brain and not even realize it. Right? Nolan, not as far as I know. There isn't a but that would be a pretty awesome cross. I think it would be a great crossover. Right? Yeah. Derek Hoover. I forgot. Serial Batman marked people like the Phantom. God, look at that hat on both of them. Look at these cars. This is the best. Right? Gotham Stalker. Batman works for the government in these serials. Serials, I think it's supposed to be serials with an S, Gotham Stalker. Not that I should give anyone advice on how to pronounce people's names or how to spell them. I'm probably the last person who should be giving anyone correction because I want some government cereal. I'm assuming it'd probably be pretty bland. It's all the kids smoking. Yeah, all the smoking kids did back then. You're probably right. That's probably why Dick Grayson sounds 30. Droll Axiom, probably early 20s. Everyone sounded older because everyone smoked. There it is. Right? Derek Hoover, Robin is 20 something, but has that voice courtesy of Lucky Strike. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's Vince McMahon. Look at that pencil mustache. That's got to be Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon watches these and he's like, I want to have a mustache like that guy. Oz, they were all super team up family issues, not like official canon storylines. Got it. That makes more sense. And Modos 23, thank you for being here, hanging out. I remember the Green Hornet crossover. Yeah, the 66 Green Hornet crossover. And again, that should be. We should watch that on here sometime. Right? Toy art. I found a few comics during a quick Google. Now I want to see if I can track them down. Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. Dude, that guy in the back seat looks like Vince McMahon. I swear to God. Relaxing. I want some government cheese. Chad Stewart should have had a crossover with the bad guys kidnapped Shirley Temple. That'd be awesome. Kayla, I'm going to eat some Count Chocula now. You should. We'll do another episode another day where we'll do some Saturday morning stuff. We'll watch Superpowers and eat cereal. Superpowers, Super Friends. Oz, I am a serial killer like Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops. What is that from again? That's from something. Randall, Batman teamed up with The Spirit by Jeff Loeb and Darwin Cook. Correct. Which, by the way, is amazing. Right? It is Vince McMahon. I can't be the only one that saw that. Derek Hoover, my mom had to get a government cereal when I was a kid. Not great, no prize, high in fiber though. That's what I assumed it would be, right? Toy art. Oh man, Dole, have you seen Vince's TKO corporate pick? I have not. Please send it my way. Gotham Stalker. Well, Vince is about 200 years old. I agree. He's a shitty dude, right? Quip. I'm a sucker for fruity cereals. Me too. And Golden Grams. That was Golden Grams, Shreddies. I don't know if you guys had Shreddies down in the States, but Golden Grams, Shreddies, and Fruit Loops were probably my jam. Those are my top three. T Molly 86. What about the Shadow? I love the Shadow. I love the Shadow, the Spirit. Who else? The Phantom. Those are the three I can mainly think of those old like city punching dudes in the face, punching things, right? Andrews Gatey's toys. Gotham is full of empty fields, man. Because everything was back then, 1943. Everything was just like 5 buildings in a field. Now we can't afford to live because there's no space. We live in we picked the dystopian future. Oz. I don't even want to try and say it today. Quip, I love all the monster cereals. They're agreed. Did anyone get that Franken Raver? I don't know what that cereal's called, but she's a zombie DJ. Is that what it is? Something like that, right? Dralaxian, Cocoa Pebbles Superior. Ooh. Cocoa Pebbles versus Fruity Pebbles. Let's create the great divide amongst the people. Derek Hoover, God, how great it would be if we got Green Hornet in the Batman 66 line, the McFarlane line. I agree. Because I would love to own a Kato figure. Right? Yeah, PJs and Cereal Night, Oz. We should totally do it. That's it. It's from Hackers. I knew it was from something. It's like I knew that line. Derek Hoover saying, 4th week of October, we're doing an episode on monster cereals. Did you see what we got? A new cereal monster. That's what I'm talking about. So be sure to check out Derek Hoover's Days with a Z or a Z, depending on where you're from. And yeah, give it a listen. Give it a subscribe. Give it a listen. Andrews Giddy's toys. Shreddies were hot trash, but had the best toys. I think that's why I feel nostalgic about Shreddies. Because it's got nothing to do with me going, oh man, can't wait to eat them good whole wheat Shreddies. It was more about the they had the best toys. Hands down. Easy, right? I was saying I want some new monster cereal. Carmela Creeper, Frank Berry's niece. Oh, so now they're all related. Oh, there's Vince McMahon, everybody. There's young Vince McMahon. Oh, there's Vince McMahon again. Wow, there's a lot of right? Because that looks like it could be Vince's office. You just replace that Buddha statue with a T-Rex skull. That's pretty much it. No, we were watching Dick Tracy. No, we were watching Batman. Batman, the 1940s Batman serials. Casino Skunk. Hey, thank you for being here. Buster Crab, Flash Gordon cereals are my favorite. This one's a bit racially insensitive. Yeah, I brought that up. I mentioned that it probably I can't remember the last time I watched this, and I decided, hey, we're gonna do it tonight. And I gave everyone fair warning that this is probably not going to age well and hold up and be very nice to anyone that isn't white and straight. So everyone did get the heads up. It's these were wild times. Right. Carmela Creeper. Right. That's crazy. Chad Stewart, 80s cereal I'm down for. Pac-Man cereal. God, I remember the boxes. I'm old enough to remember those boxes. Jesus. All right, Dorlaxian. Last year I grabbed the Monster Mash cereal where they mixed them together. It was amazing. That sounds super sweet. Oh, what is happening here? Hanging out with the chat. Oh my God. I just realized you are correct. This is Casino Skunk. You are correct. This is very racially insensitive. I just realized that this dude here speaking is supposed to be Asian. Yikes. Big yikes, folks. Big yikes. Again, my apologies. I probably should have watched this before we started, even though I probably also saw it coming because this was made in 1943. Gotham Stalker Diamond is releasing a Kato SDC figure soon in a VHS collector box. That's pretty cool. Dorlaxian. Whoop. You bring Pac-Man, I'll bring Mr. T. That's another classic one. And 3POs. Because Pac-Man, Mr. T, and 3POs are pretty much all the same damn cereal. All right. Okay. We got Derek Hoover. When it was delicious taste of caramel apple. Oh, that's why it was. Okay. Dorlaxian, young Vincent Price or young Vince McMahon or old Vincent Price? I don't know. I don't know. This is insane. Maybe we should bring back the pencil stash. Nah. You know what? I would do it if Vince didn't do it first. If Vince didn't do it first, I'd probably be like, I'd do it. But then I also realized this is like a villain's statement. You're pretty much telling everyone you're not a good dude when you have a pencil mustache. Or unless you start talking like Vincent Price. If you start talking like Vincent Price, then we got a whole other thing happening. Team All 86. Does anyone remember Flintstones Dino Pebbles from the 90s? Dude, the 90s. Oh, those started like back in the 80s. That is another cereal that had amazing toys with it. It always had it was always Flintstones themed, of course, but they were all great. They were all great prizes. Right? Cereal talks are always fun. Oz, can they bring back real Ghostbusters cereal? I'd love it with the hologram cover. Hey, dude, do you know what they should just bring back holograms? Where are them holograms at? Right? Andrew's Giddy Toys, C3PO's cereal had cutout masks on the back of the box that would cut your face up. That's really funny. I don't think I ever cut one of the faces off of the back of the box. Right? Thanos on a very special Gotham City tonight. Dole gets canceled. Why am I gonna get this? I gave everyone the fair warning. Everyone got a warning. We're watching something from the 40s. It's probably not going to hold up. Everybody got the warning. I don't agree with any of this. Quip, yeah. Shit was effed up back then. We can still enjoy the good parts, sort of like Looney Tunes. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy when you think about Looney Tunes as well. Like, you've got some that are just like, they hold up. Warner Brothers was worse for it than Disney, though. Like, I think there's probably more Warner Brothers cartoons slapped in a vault than Disney. Oh no, I forgot. Disney still got Song of the South. And then they made a ride a Song of the South. And then now people are trying to anyways, that's a whole thing for another day. Let's keep talking about cereal while we watch black and white Batman cereals. I had a sealed box of Batman 89 cereal with the bank still in the plastic pop at the top of the display cabinet. I have the Batman 89 nachos in the box with the bank as well. Same bank. Kayla, this is why we learn to grow and change and unpack shit. Need to always be learning, or else what's the point of living? Correct. Toy art. John Waters expected to pencil mustache. Now I just want to see everyone with a pencil mustache. Ozymandias. True story. Pencil stash is a sign of scum and villainy. Total heel turn. I agree. Yeah, everyone remembers Fruity Pebbles, right? Kayla Silver. My fave cereals: Honey Bunches of Oats. Like today or when you were a kid? Quip, Fruity Pebbles is celebrating its 50th anniversary. I have a box in the cabinet that says so right now. Oh, man. Well, now I got to get some. I need to celebrate. Quip, if I had to pick one, it'd be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love the Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials where the other toast dude tries to eat the other toast dude. I love it. Relaxian, speaking of Looney Tunes, anyone watch the new Tiny Toons show yet? I don't know I haven't checked where to watch it. I would watch it. I love the original Tiny Toons. I don't expect it to be the same. I think they now made Babs and Buster brother and sister, which for anyone going back, if anyone starts off with the new Tiny Toons and they are brother and sister and then go back to watch the old cartoons, that's some real Luke and Leia stuff going on there. Team All 86, best recent pencil mustache is The Simpsons Yes Man. Yes. I agree. Thanoscopter, has anyone watched John Wayne's The Conqueror recently? No. Should we? Derek Hoover, in the final week of October, and learn how Elvira helped Derek discover a sexuality very early. Oh. Derek. Elvira's the jam, hey? Now we know. Oz, all the time is half Golden Grams and half Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why didn't I ever think of that? And that sounds amazing. Quip, I don't know, man. Disney has Song of the South. And the crows in Dumbo. Right. Holy crap. I forgot it. Yeah, his name was literally Jim Crow. Do you know what's so again, this is my freaking white privilege and just not being told what was racist and what wasn't when I was a kid. So you're watching it and you don't realize what they're portraying and what they're doing. I remember loving that crow scene as a kid. And then I remember finding out in my 20s that what it was. And I was just like, I was mortified. Derek Oz, I thought I was the only one who did that. Right? Everyone's doing this. We all got to do it now, man. Yeah, this is not the original Tiny Toons at all. Like the original Tiny Toons had an edge to it. There's stuff I can watch on Tiny Toons now and be like, it's kind of like Animaniacs, right? Where you're like, whoa. They put that Saturday mornings. Yeah, all right. Oz, I have met and spent time with John Waters. We are from Baltimore, baby. It's one of the few good things about being from here. You probably have been an extra in one of his movies, and he's really nice. Oh, that's cool. That's really fun. Jack Knight 73. Hey, Jack Knight. New Tiny Toons is on Max. All right, then I'm gonna go look for it. Randall, The Conqueror is a great comedy. Good, it is so bad. It's funny. Oh, did Kayla? Oh, Kayla. Oh, he's gonna go get high. have a good night. Monsters from Beyond, Animaniacs and Freakazoid hold up really well as a grown up watching them. They both really, really do. God. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the show. Look at those pinstripe suits. Ooh, look at those effects. That effects from that gun. Gonna do some parkour. Oh, this is great. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. This is really good effects. It's better than some of the shit that comes out now. Dang, that's good. Chad Stewart, how about some hot cereal like cocoa wheats, with a little peanut butter for taste, just like Reese? Oh, I don't know. I was never like a hot cereal kid, right? Derek Hoover, yeah, those moments like the crows where you just get a little bigger and you realize how fucked up something actually is, man. It's rough. It's brutal that it got made to begin with. That's what really kind of sucks about it. Monsters from Beyond. Speaking of questionable kid shows, just watched a documentary on Ren and Stimpy. Oh, dude, I want to watch that. It probably is not. Well, you said yeesh. It's probably not a good sign. Jamil Parks. I love the Crows too. Sucks that they were stereotypes. They are kind of awesome. They were. They had like a really good song. I don't know, man. Like I understand it's bad, but there's as a kid, I loved them. I loved them. Right? Monsters from Beyond. It is weird. I sort of love the Batman suit in these old serials. I love it too. I actually do. Right? It suits for the time. It doesn't look not that I have anything bad with the suits now, or even the new cosplay suits where the guys wear like a camping foam mattress underneath their suit kind of thing. Like I don't mind that stuff. But this is actually kind of fun to watch. The ears get a little floppy. If the cowl was done just a little firmer, I think it would be amazing. Right? Toy art. Now that is a sci-fi laser gun. Absolutely. Ooh, look at that city. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? That one dude just jumped. Oh, things are looking bad for Batman. Oh dear. And now we're back to well, now I gotta know. All right. Stephen Lawrence, just get high, watch him Gotham City tonight. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad you could get high while hanging out with me. I love it. Chuckle's shirt is here. That documentary is heartbreaking. Like, in what way? Guys, what happened? Hot cereal for breakfast. Someone's mom loved them. That's what I was thinking too. We kids fed ourselves before school. Right? That's same here. Same here. That's why that is why cold cereal existed in the 80s, in the 70s, and the 90s, because us kids, we got up before our parents did. We didn't wake up our parents. We got up before them and we fed ourselves at like 5 years old to go have cereal and watch cartoons. Like that's what we did. Right? Derek Hoover, you're talking about the Ren and Stimpy Duck on YouTube. I hear they talk to John Kay and they get into some shit. Oh my god. Right? Thought I was rolling high with Pop Tarts. Yeah, that's from Oz. That's so funny. Right, God. Let's see here. Monsters from Beyond. So back in '89, I made I made a homemade bat suit. Big old foam ears flopping around, and I'll tell you, I felt like the goddamn Batman. That's awesome. Is this supposed to be at night? I don't know when this, because it looks like it's taking place during the day. Toy art, nice soft landing on those bricks. Yeah, it's come on. It wasn't until the 60s they just stopped giving a shit about the actors and had them, die. Right? And same with Jackie Chan movies. They didn't like their extras either. Derek, it isn't a matter of him not being awesome, but a question of how awesome. Did you know he was in Gravedale High? Which I think I remember who you're talking about here. And Monster from Beyond, yes, it's on YouTube. I guess it started off as an earnest love letter to the insanity that is Ren and Stimpy. But then the allegations, and horrible history of John Kay came out. Oh, dear God. Okay. Whew. Jamil Payne, Parks. Pfft. Feeling the pain from that last thing that I just read about John Kay. Okay, have you ever listened to the old radio shows? I have, for Superman. I used to listen to them on the local LA station that played them. Years later, I found the entire archive on site and I downloaded them all. There was yes, because I remember finding the archive first, and this would have been in like the 2010-ish, around then. So a bit over a decade ago, but now they're all on Spotify, ads and all. Pep, P-E-P, pep. I love those old ads. I love all that stuff. The Shadow was my favorite. Dude, I love all that stuff. All those old radio dramas are so good. Right? Toy art. Oh, John Kay used his position as a creator of Ren and Stimpy to sexually harass and manipulate young women wanting to get into animation. One of those. Can't we just build each other up? Like, can we get there at some point? Please? Just build people up with the satisfaction of knowing you helped somebody do better. Can we just do that? That'd be great. Monsters from Beyond. That being said, the rest of the crew was so good. I think it's okay to still love Ren and Stimpy, but hard to feel strong about it once as I once did. That show defined my personalities in so many ways. It defined a lot of us, man, because it was so freaking weird, and we were all weird. Between Ren and Stimpy and Pee-wee's Playhouse, man, we had like a safe space. Jack Knight 73. Got up, fed myself, and quietly watched Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, that's what we did. Right? That's exactly what we did. Tennis Copter. One year I did Superman Clark Kent for Halloween. I kept doing the costume changes. My buddy was Lex. It was a super fun Halloween party. That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. See the name of chapter 2? The Bat's Cave of Batman. I sit corrected. There it is. I love it. Yeah, Chad Stewart reminds me of my Batman and Superman underoos, dude. I love that they're making underoos for adults now. I think that's really, really funny. All right. Toy art though, for real. Building each other up for the win. Yeah, like let's just do it. Right? Let's help each other out. Speaking of building people up, helping people, Kevin from Toying Around is here. Kevin just missed our very racially insensitive episode of the 1940 serial episode of Batman. At least I think it was. I wasn't quite listening, but it sounded like the dude was trying to pretend to be Asian and he's white. We don't need to rewatch it. We're okay. And the warning was out there. Probably should have watched this before airing it. But anyways, be sure to check out Toying Around tomorrow night. He's live on his channel. He is going to have Toy Collector Magazine on his show. And then he'll be back on Tuesday night after Ahsoka, and he'll be doing his Ahsoka review show. And then that Thursday, so a week from tomorrow, myself, Abby, Craig, and Jacob will all be on. And you know how much we also all love Hector and Attack Peter. They will both be on Toying Around on Thursday the following week after the Toy Anxiety crew is on. So everyone be sure to go check out Kevin on Toying Around. I was on his show on whatchamacallit, on what day am I on? Today's Wednesday. I was on a show last night. Man, work has really gotten into my brain where I don't even realize that it was all yesterday. So, yes. So, everyone, please be sure to go check out Toying Around. And no, I love racial insensitive. Send me the link. Stop it. Stop it. we're not doing that. Jamil, I want to McFarlane the Batcave of Batman playset. I would, dude, but it's just a spotlight and let's just go back to it. Let's see. Hang on. Where's that opening? Batman tagging folks. There it is. That's the place that we all want. That is the one. Derek Hoover, let's just call this a very special Gotham City tonight. Oh, I need to get a soundboard so I can have all those sitcom sounds. Gotham Stalker, yeah, he is supposed to be Japanese. Oh no, I'm not even rereading that. I'm taking that down. I really wish I read that. Yeah, see, dude, it was last night. That's what I mean. It was last night. It was a lot of fun. And even after I watched Ahsoka, then I did Boba Squadron on Toying Around, which was so much fun. And then I watched Ahsoka again. It's so good. It is like one of the best. Jack Knight 73 Toying Around episode last night was awesome. Well, thank you for watching and hanging out. We had a blast. And like I said, go check out Jason on recently on X-Men. As I was plugging it earlier, I'm going to plug it again. Go check out his YouTube channel as well. Hang out, talk some X-Men. X-Men is so much fun. Toying Around, I'm still reeling from the episode last night. Me too, which is why I don't know what day it is. But it also looks like a Batman talk show set in the Batcave. It does. Maybe this is what I need for a setup to do Gotham City tonight. I just need to find that antique desk, and I'll just sit there like that. We'll talk Batman. It's like this. It would be amazing. Dralaxian, man, we need a Wayne Manor bathroom playset. Bathroom? When do we ever see him in the bathroom? Come on. All right. We are well past that 1 hour mark. So I just want to thank everyone for being here, hanging out. Thank you for watching the Batman Chapter 1 from 1943. Yep, it's exactly what you'd expect from something made in 1943. And we watched it. Kind of, sort of. We kind of just talked about our favorite Saturday morning serials. Helped ease the pain. But yeah, so thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. And also just a heads up, if everyone's wondering when Lexi is coming back, we do have now an official ETA. She'll be back in November. And here's the crazy thing. So she'll be back in November. And then some point in December, we're actually going to hit 100 episodes of Gotham City Tonight, which is totally, totally weird and crazy to me. So anyways, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you next week. We could talk about all the stuff that we bought on Batman Day, which is this Saturday. So go support your local comic shop. Remember, they're all independent businesses. So, that's what we'll do. And you know what? Thanks, Jamil. You know what? This was a fun episode idea. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. And we should do more of these. And we should do like older stuff like superpowers. I keep saying super. Oh God, I'm really got that on the brain. We should do like Super Friends. We should do like Lois and Clark Adventure of Superman, and we should do all this like really weird old stuff. Again, we'll have to give out a fair warning because everything from 2010 and back, it gets really questionable really quickly. But wait, what? Mr. Alexian, the owners of my local comic shops are assholes, though. Well, you know what? Go find one that isn't. It's all good. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. And it really means a lot. So thank you, everyone. Have a great Wednesday and good night, Gotham.